The reason to vaccinate our young children comes down to three things. Number one, there's been over 400 deaths in children 4 and under from COVID-19. Obviously, any child death is bad, and now we can protect them with these vaccines. Number two, while most children do well, there are some that end up in the hospital with complications. These vaccines continue to be effective against severe disease that lands you in the hospital. And number three, and for many of us, maybe most important, is that by having another person vaccinating your family that hasn't been able to, a young child, you now are going to provide additional protection to those loved ones who are in high-risk groups. Those could be your grandparents, their grandparents, a loved one like an aunt or uncle who has cancer or is on medication that impacts their immune system so they don't respond as well to the vaccine. And so now we're better helped your family and frankly better helped our society as we have now more people vaccinated. What's great about these vaccines and the studies that have been done, Pfizer had over 3,000 children where we looked at safety. Moderna had over 4,000 children in this age group that they looked at safety. And they continue to be really, really safe. The studies were done well. They were delayed, right? We all didn't like that, but that's because they were done well and appropriately to make sure they were safe. The kids are having the same side effects as you and I did. Maybe some fever, aches, sore arm. They've done well with it. This notion of this inflammation of the heart, while we've seen in a few and they've gotten better, we're not seeing that in these younger children. Again, very safe. And maybe most importantly, they've been effective. Even against Omicron, they've been effective as much as 80% in Pfizer, 50% in Moderna. And while there was the numbers are smaller, they've been effective. And most importantly, both are very, very effective against serious disease and being in the hospital and potentially death. So this is a really important time for us. It's an important time for us to be kind to one another and promote our vaccinations. I definitely have had my kids vaccinated. I got a call the other day and says, well, Jason, would you vaccinate my 8-month-old who might not have a problem? I said, absolutely vaccinate them. This is the time. I wouldn't wait. I would do it now. We can't predict when we're going to see more COVID. We're seeing a lot of COVID now. And so, yeah, I've vaccinated my kids. If I had my kids were old enough to have grandkids, I'd make them get them vaccinated. And I'm looking forward to seeing how we help one another get more and more people vaccinated.